This video is brought to you by IXL, used by millions of students worldwide to get ahead in math, English, and more.
In this video, we'll explore some irregular plurals. Imagine this. Say some birds are flying overhead. You wouldn't say, "Wow, look at those gooses flying in formation." That doesn't sound right, does it? Instead, you'd say, "Wow, look at all those geese flying in formation." That's because goose is an example of a word that has an irregular plural, which means it doesn't follow the typical plural spelling rules. With nouns that have regular plurals, you can just use an s, es, or ies ending to make the singular noun plural. For example, frog becomes frogs, wish becomes wishes, and city becomes cities. But these rules don't apply for words that have irregular plurals. Instead, you must remember the plural spellings. Some of them are spelled pretty differently from their singular form, like goose and geese. Take a look. The plural form of the word child is children. The plural of man is men. The plural of tooth is teeth. The plural of person is people. And other irregular plurals don't change spelling at all. For example, the word sheep. No matter if you're talking about one sheep or multiple sheep, you spell both the singular and plural the exact same way. S-H-E-E-P. Let's explore some more words that have irregular plurals by checking out a few sentences. In each one, we'll figure out whether the nouns are singular or plural. Let's give it a try. Take a look at this sentence. The dapper gentleman wore a red sweater and carried a wooden cane. Is gentleman a singular or plural noun? Well, earlier we learned that the plural form of man is men. Since man is a root word of gentleman, I'm thinking it might be similar. That would mean that the singular form is gentleman and the plural form is gentlemen. Just like the word man, this is one of those nouns whose spelling changes when it goes from singular to plural. So in our sentence, the word gentleman is a singular noun. Great work. Let's try another. Take a look at this sentence. After a long day of work, the oxen rested under a shady tree. Is oxen a singular or plural noun? This is another irregular plural. The word ox refers to just one, but the word oxen refers to more than one. The spelling changes when it goes from the singular form to the plural form. So in our sentence, oxen is a plural noun, and that means there's more than one ox resting under the tree. Good job. Take a look at this sentence. When I went canoeing, several rainbow trout swam by me. Is trout singular or plural? I think trout is one of those irregular nouns whose spelling doesn't change at all when it goes from the singular to the plural form. It's spelled T-R-O-U-T either way. So we need to look for clues in the sentence to help us. Do you see anything that tells us if we're talking about just one trout or more than one trout? How about this word? Several tells us that more than one trout swam by. So in this sentence, trout is a plural noun. Awesome work! Let's try one more. The reindeer pulls the sleigh steadily across the icy tundra. All right, is reindeer singular or plural? Well, I know that the word deer is another irregular noun that is spelled the same way in both the singular and plural form. And deer is a root word of reindeer, so reindeer works the same way. That means we have to rely on clues in the sentence again to figure out if it's singular or plural. Let's see. Do you see anything that tells us if we're talking about just one reindeer or more than one reindeer? Aha! This time we can use the verb pulls to help us. Pulls is the singular form of the verb pull, which tells us there is just one reindeer. So in this sentence, reindeer is a singular noun. Wonderful work! Remember to always pay close attention to whether a noun is singular or plural. If you're at the beach and you hear someone say, "There is a jellyfish in the water," you might not be too alarmed. But if you hear, there are jellyfish in the water, then you might think twice about jumping in.
Head over to IXL.com for more practice on this skill and thousands more videos in math and language arts.